Your head looked so long. It was like a turd, it was that long. It was like a tic-tac with hair. It looks sort of relatively normal shaped, but with the hair on top, it's almost like you turn, you know, Beaker out of Muppets. Hi and welcome back to Findersbeepers, History Seekers on the Lockdown podcast. And I'm just so tired. I'm just going to let you speak for a bit.
You think so?
Yeah, you can tell them all about all the other stuff that I always go on about. It's your turn today.
What about thank you very much to all the Patreons and you can't really see, but I'm just plugging something behind me. So I thought it's about time we start and plug some more merch. So it's all up. It's like a fashion parade. So
that's quite a good idea. Look at you thinking out of the box for a change.
So I've just chucked it all up behind me. So we've got these and we've got these. That's it.
Is it like bloody Barnsley Market or something?
Yeah, we got these and we got these, and you buy one of these and you might get one of these, and yeah.
Jesus.
So
good job you were never a market worker.
No. We've got hoodies at this side with snapbacks if you want a snapback. We've got t-shirts with a normal trucker cap there. So get onto our website at findersbeepers.com, whatever it is, I don't know.
Well, you don't even know the website now.
And you can order these.
You know, I had a cap off you the other day.
Yeah.
I've lost it. Don't know what I've done with it.
They don't suit me. Baseball caps don't suit me. I look at it.
You look at it anyway, but it's the shape of your head. You know what? There were a photograph on yesterday, but when this goes up, it'll be a few weeks ago, on Father's Day, of you with hair, and your head looked so fucking long. It was like a turd, it was that long. It was like a tic-tac with hair.
That one, we have got both my daughters when they were quite, well, my older two daughters. Yeah, I was around about 30 then.
30. I'm gonna have to put it on. So the picture of Andy is here. So, but yeah, your head is just mentally long. It's so long and thin, like a.
It's always been
turd.
same shape, apart from with more hair. Now it's all gone completely. Yeah, I was about 30-year-old then, probably 31, but that's about it. Most 31.
I think that's what it is, because your head now hasn't got the hair on top. It looks sort of relatively normal shaped. But with the hair on top, it's almost like you turn, you know, Beaker out of Muppets. That's what it makes me think of.
I'll turn my head upside down now. I could wear it on my chin.
Well, yeah, true. Right.
I big my head every Sunday now. I get razor out in Bath and just shave it all off.
Instead of going to church, you just shaving head?
Yeah, I just do it. Just go. It's good, really good. Oh, getting quite good at it.
Right, let's get on with these questions. What are you talking about now? I just feel like you're rambling tonight. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm tired now. Go on, get on with it.
Right. Oh, talking about appearance.
God, here we go.
His first question has got to do with that. Matt and Andy, you've mentioned... Matt and Andy mentioned that their weight gain and loss over lockdown. What? Matt and Andy have mentioned about their weight gain and loss over lockdown and their lives.
Yeah.
Do you think you were happier when you were thinner or fatter? And why? I'll let you answer.
I always feel better when I've got a bit more weight on me, for some reason.
Weight on?
Weight on. Yeah, I feel better when I've got a bit of weight on me. Not too much, but I feel all right now. I'm only 13 stone, so it's not as if I'm massively overweight. I'm about half a stone heavier than what I were before lockdown. But I feel better with a bit more weight on me.
2 stone. 2 stone.
You've gained 2 stone.
2 stone. I don't know how I've done it because I've done more exercise during lockdown than I've ever done. Well, not that I've ever done, but I've done probably in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So I do not understand. I've got these new weights. I go out walking. The difference is I'm not running. I need to get out running. And I keep saying it, but then I never seem to get round to it. But I am happier when I've lost weight, but then when I'm happy, I put weight on. So it's a bit of because when I'm content, it's like that contented eating thing, innit? When you're happy, you tend to
eat.
I don't know. Yeah. Whereas
when we go out, I'm going to be knackered. I'm going to be absolute. I'm going to ache like mad. I need to go and have another injection in my shoulder because I've got my frozen shoulder back, so that don't help. I don't know when I'm going to get that done. So that's going to be painful trying to climb up things.
I think I've broken my arm. I honestly do. I honestly think. Do you remember back when I worked with you ages ago and we did that? Oh no, because it was before I knew you, I think. When I were arm wrestling, I did our one of managers and I were arm wrestling against another manager. Yeah. And I think, because I'd been told I might have hairline fractures in my arm, and since then, my right forearm has been getting worse and worse, and it is years ago now, it's probably 4 years ago, but it's so bad now, I struggle putting any weight on it, and oh God, this is so embarrassing, why the hell am I telling you this? But it's always worse in the morning. When I first wake up, it's like, I can't move my arm as much, I haven't got as much movement in it, it has to sort of ease up. So I can't have a poo in the morning because if I can't wipe my arse properly.
I was about to say, what's that got to do with your arm? But yeah, I know what you mean.
Can't. It's not even the reaching round. It's the twisting. It's like twisting your arm. You know, like your forearm.
Yeah.
Like you can twist your wrist. Any sort of funny angle when I'm doing that, it's unbelievable pain. It's so painful.
Struggling to reach now.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's like when I'm doing the weights, when I'm doing like weights on my arms, they're nothing massively heavy. Literally, there's one down here. Just a minute. So it's only like a 5 kilo weight. You can't see it, but it's on camera now. But it's not
5 kilo weight, and you went. What's the matter with you?
I had to stretch to get it. It was nothing to do with picking it up. And I picked it up with 3 fingers as well.
Oh, you're not told us anything.
But it's just that the bicep curl, it's not the actual bicep that's hurting. It's my forearm that hurts. Yeah. It's really, really weird. But I don't know.
Get it checked.
I'm not going to doctors or hospital, especially not at the moment, I'm not. But I'm not bothered about going to hospital. I can't be bothered. I've been so many times in my life, I get sick of the place. With broken things, broken backs, broken ribs, cutting toes off,
fingers,
slashes on my hands, cuts on my head, fractured skull. Done quite a few things over my life, to be fair. So, but yeah. So yeah, I'm always happy when I've lost the weight. I wouldn't want to be as thin as I was when I was running.
Yeah.
Because that were like 9.5 stone. 6 foot and 9.5 stone is mental.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
But I'd be happy with 14, 15 stone. But I'm bloody a lot more than that at the moment. A lot more than that. So
as soon as we start going out again, I'll lose half a stone for definite.
Oh, I will. And like I said, I'm starting to make the effort. And what it is with me is when I actually go back to work, I'll lose the weight because at the moment I'm in the house bored, and I'm eating because it's there. Do you know what I mean? And you know what it is with me? These. Coke is the thing. This is what I need to stop. And cans of Red Bull, they are the things that are really piling the pounds on, and I need to just get to a point and go, right, I'm not having it anymore because I think it's really, really affecting me weight-wise. Yeah. So I need to stop. But I think, you see, I've never done drugs in my life. I've never smoked. I've never done anything really to harm my body in any other way. But Coke, I think I've got a mild addiction to Coke. I really do. And I don't mean like Coke. I mean drinking Coke. But it's one thing that I've always gone, right, I'll have a Coke. When I'm stressed out, I'll have a Coke. When I eat, every time I eat, I have to have a can of Coke, regardless of what it is. I have Coke at breakfast, I have Coke at tea. Do you know what I mean? I have it all the time. I'll wake up and I'll have, like, and don't get me wrong, I don't have massive amounts per day. I'll maybe have 3 or 4 cans in a day. But I know people that have, like, get like 3 2-litre bottles and drink them in a day. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't do that.
No.
But it's just, I sort of need to have one with my meals. And that is what's killing me off. I need to start drinking water with my meals and things like that. So
I don't drink fizzy pop.
Oh no, you don't. You never have done.
No,
but
it's always just like dilute juice. So that's what I have. Which is mainly water in it. And I can't drink bottled water, which is weird, isn't it?
I love bottled water, but it has to be cold. I have to have had it in fridge.
It has to be flavoured for me.
Oh no, you see, I hate dilute. Apart from Vimto, I cannot stand dilute. It's awful, especially orange juice when it's crispy.
Hey?
So and it's crunchy in your teeth.
Putting too much in, making it too strong.
No, I like Vimto. I have. So when you get a glass of Vimto, I'll have. Say this is a glass, not that you can see what I'm pointing at. I'll have maybe a third of a glass of the actual dilute, and the rest is water.
Wrong. That's too much.
What?
It's way too much.
Well, no, that's my taste. That's how I like it. That's like saying, oh, you shouldn't have a hot curry because you should just have a mild curry. Well, everybody has a different taste.
Yeah, well that you can't see it obviously. Is I have about that much of juice, which is I don't know, about 20 ml in the bottom, then top it full of water, and that's in a litre.
I don't know what 20 ml is, but
yeah,
what percentage are we talking of a glass?
Depends how big the glass is.
Well, no, the percentage will stay the same, you fucking dick.
If you say 1,000 millilitres is a litre.
Stop going in litres and millilitres. I understand what they are, but why don't you say a percentage? So say if it's 1,000 millilitres and you have
2%.
There we go, 2%. I have 33%.
Yeah, I know, you're ridiculous.
Oh god, but yeah, I do like strong flavours generally.
Yeah.
So that's always been the same. But you're not a massive fan of like strong curry and things like that, are you? So
no, not hot curries. No, I like curries, but I don't like them too hot.
I've changed. I did used to like steamy hot curries. Now I've probably come down to a hot medium. So it's, you know what I mean, it's just above medium, but not too hot. Anyway, we've got off subject a little bit.
Sidetracked massively again.
Yeah. No, but I think that's what it is. I like food and I like drink, so I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna drink if it's there. And you know what else it is during lockdown? Bulk buying. Because I go and I think, right, I don't want to have to come back and queue up 7 hours again to get in Tesco, and I don't want to have to deal with flipping COVID Kelly from round corner. I buy loads, but because there's then loads in house, I'll just eat it all or drink it all. So it actually defeats the object of buying in bulk.
Exactly. You know how many boxes of cereal we've got in our cupboard?
See, I don't eat cereal. Go on.
14.
14, Jesus. You know, I've probably got the same, but that's because I buy them and then never eat them. 14.
Oh, they'll be gone by end of month. Not end of this month, but at the beginning of month, they'll be gone. We get down about 2 or 3 boxes a week, something like that. Ridiculous.
Like I said, kids have them. Kids eat the cereal, but I generally don't. I'll have a bag of crisps and a can of Coke. I'm so bad. I'm such a fatty.
But that's my main meal. If I miss breakfast, I'm grumpy. I can't function without breakfast. I can miss any other meal of the day apart from breakfast.
Oh no, I'm all the way around. I can do without eating probably till about 4 o'clock, and then I'll need to eat
massively, like non-stop till 12.
And that's the bad thing because you're eating late as well.
Yeah,
which don't help. But yeah. I think my weight has been going up steadily for a while. Since I broke my ribs, that's when it started to really crack on and go up, and then lockdowns just made it worse. But I am buying those weights. I said as soon as those weights come, I'm going to start upping my exercise, and I have done. I've been on weights all day today. I've been out for a walk. So we are going to see weight loss. It's going to happen. And if it doesn't, I want you to bully me in the comments. Tell me. I don't care about fat shaming. Fat shame me all you want. Tell me in those comments, you need to lose weight because I'm a fat guy and I need to lose it. And that hurts me to say it. I hate it. I hate it because I do care about my appearance and I do care about how people perceive me. I don't know why I do, I just do. So for you to say it to me, it's going to hurt me, but it's going to make me want to do something about it. So please,
just call you a failure. Just keep calling you a failure. You hate that. You hate being a failure.
I think that's going a bit far now. Like, you fucking failure. You failure.
You pathetic excuse for a man. You fat failure. Just get off your fat ass and get some exercise done.
I feel like I've been hit in the heart.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
can't wait to get out again.
I know, same. I think we've got a provisional date in our heads, haven't we, where we're thinking about starting to go out, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's happening. Anyway, next question. Now this one is a total different, it's a change of pace altogether, and I don't even know I'm going to tackle this one. So the question is, it's more of a statement. Yeah. I've done something awful and I don't know what to do. I was cheating on my boyfriend with another guy, but got caught out. Because I loved my boyfriend and I didn't want to lose him, I lied and said that the other guy raped me.
Oh.
I never went to the police, but he's been beaten up and all his windows have been smashed. I want to tell everybody it's not true, but I daren't. What should I do?
Confess. It's wrong. Wrong.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's getting an innocent guy beat up and affects his family, and him, it's just wrong. You did wrong, admit it. It's your own fault.
You've got to own it. You've literally got to own this, because you've potentially ruined someone's life. Mm. And you've got to think this person is going to stick with them now for the rest of their lives. And don't get me wrong, right? And I want to step back and I just want to look at it from like me. If I'd made because in my life I've made some pretty shit decisions, and I mean some really big, horrible shit decisions that have ruined parts of my life. And I don't want to go into that. But I have in the past lied about things that I shouldn't have lied about. Nothing on this scale, nowhere near this scale. But I know how easy it is to make up a lie and then have to follow it through. So I'm not condoning what you've done at all, because it's fucking disgusting. But I can understand how you've got yourself in that situation. But you now need to do something about it, because that guy...
You need to make it right.
Yeah, he's got to live with that day in, day out, with people. He might have to move away. If his parents have found out or whatever, he might lose his family. He might end up, I know that this is awful to say, but he might end up killing himself. And I don't want to put that on you, but it is on you at the end of the day. You've made a choice to be, I don't know, to get out of something that you've done. And yeah, he was part of that as well. He's not done what you're saying he's done, so that's so unfair.
Yeah,
totally. It's making me angry, this question. It really is.
Yeah. I can't go into it anymore, because I'll say something that I'll regret again. So, yeah, done wrong, sort it out, do the right thing, own up, admit it, face the consequences, done. Simple as that.
The thing is, one, you're going to lose respect of people around you. You're going to probably lose your boyfriend. You're going to have that hanging over your head for a long time. But you're the person in the wrong. So you deserve that. The person who has been alleged to rape, and now rape, I hate to use the word, we'll probably even get demonetised for having that one word in this, but that word needs to hit home. Think about that word and you be known as a rapist. a rapist for the rest of your life just because somebody was too chicken to own up to what they'd actually done.
Yeah.
Just think about it for a second. If you're watching this now, the person that sent this in, think about it. But there's only one person that can put that right, and that's you. So just take 5 minutes just to think about what they're going to potentially lose and what you're going to lose. And it's going to be hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but you need to do the right thing. But there's my little rant for the day, but it has wound me up a little bit, that.
Yeah, did me. Do apologise, but yeah.
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Andy said something quite that I can't keep in, so that will be cut out. But I understand his reaction, and I get it, because I feel like it as well. It's just I can actually control my mouth, unlike Andy. But yeah, it's horrible. It's an horrible thing. You've got to. I know I'm just repeating myself now, but you've got to do something about it. You really have.
Put yourself in his shoes. How is he feeling? How would you feel if somebody accused you of something that he didn't do?
Actually, it's not just that. It's not just that. But also, every single woman that actually now does get raped, right, they are questioned by people around them because of people like you. So, people crying rape when it never actually happened. And that means that every time, genuinely, a crime that is really hard to actually go, look, this has happened to me to start with, to then have to think, well, are they even going to believe me? Because people have been saying that it's happened to them when it hasn't.
And that's why a lot of people don't come forward in the first place, isn't it? Because they don't feel like the police or any authorities are going to believe them anyway. And it's very hard. Sometimes it's hard to prove, especially if you've been out on lash.
This is it.
It's hard. Sometimes it's a really nasty thing to go through, regardless whether you are guilty or innocent. It's not nice. It's a very traumatic experience, I would have thought.
Exactly.
Anyway.
And just like I said, if only genuine people that had been raped came forward, then people would probably take it a lot more serious. But because people have come forward and said this has happened, especially like round celebrities and footballers and things like that, it's almost been tarnished by, oh, are they making it up? That's the first thing, or is it true? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think you've got a responsibility, and we've got a responsibility to stand up and say, no, this is wrong. Yeah. And if anybody else who's watching this has got friends that have potentially made stuff up to make other people look bad, because it happens, and it happens a lot, then it's your responsibility to stand up and go, look, no, do something about it, because it's not fair. It's just not. So, anyway,
Rant over.
I think we'll move on
call
from
that one. Yeah.
Right, more positive, more upbeat and happy subject. One of the people have written in and said, Matt, sorry, you know what? It's genuinely affected me. That it's made me feel horrible, and I'm trying to move on from it, but it's making me feel funny. So, breath. Matt and Andy is by far my favourite part. Oh, Matt versus Andy is by far my favourite part of Findersbeepers. Do you plan to do any more? If so, what? And what has been your favourite so far? And oh no, the next bit I'd written on talking to Sue a minute ago, so I'll leave that bit off. I love Matt versus Andy. I think Matt versus Andy is one of my favourite bits as well. I love doing it. I really love doing it. We are both naturally quite competitive. I think
you're more so than me.
Yeah, possibly me more so.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it brings not only the best out in us, but it brings out the best in our supporters, followers, fans, whatever you want to call them. Because you genuinely see people sort of swaying to one side or the other. Yeah. People following you and wanting you to win, people following me. And I will never be bothered if everybody supports you. Because at the end of the day, Well, yeah, as long as I win. No, but I do want to win. And why? If you do something competitively, of course you're going to want to win. But I also enjoy doing it. Like, I didn't win at the shooting, the head-to-head shooting. I didn't win at, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was so good.
I've never ever done before. Probably would. Well, I'm not saying I never will do again, but it might be a long while. But shooting those sort of guns, you can't do that in this country, surely. I don't know, we're going to get Kalashnikovs and Colt Magnum 44s and everything like that, but I enjoyed that.
We're so lucky. I know how lucky we are because we've done things and we've got things planned, which they've asked us about what's coming up, and I can't really tell you because I want to keep it quite close to my chest. But some of the things that we've potentially got planned are amazing, and I would love to tell you, but I can't. But yeah, it's like my favourite is probably going to be your least favourite, and that's the good thing about it as well, because every experience we do, I think we have different approaches to it, and actually the two things that I've enjoyed the most are the two things that I've lost, which is weird, which is not what I would have thought. So the original Matt versus Andy race,
hitchhike.
Yeah, I loved that. Even though you won it, I absolutely loved it. It was my favourite thing out of everything. You hated it, but I think looking back, you enjoy it, thinking back to it in a way, though, don't you?
Yeah, in a way. I think the first 2 or 3 hours I loved up in Scotland till I got to Glasgow. That's it. All went downhill. Forget it.
No, but the exhilaration of actually finding out you'd won, that must have been amazing, surely.
Yeah, when you rung me, didn't you? And you said, "When I went, I'm in bed."
Yeah, I was shocked. I was genuinely shocked. I thought I'd won, hands down. Thought there was no chance you'd got there before me, and you'd been in bed for 6 hours or something.
No, you rung me about 8ish in the morning, something like that.
Did you get back about 3 or 2 or something?
I got back about 3, 4 o'clock, something like that. I actually got back home.
But I mean to the actual place, because I rang you from there.
Oh yeah, I got there about 2:30. Yeah, about 2:30, 3.
So about 5 or 6 hours you beat me by, didn't you?
And I was way behind, way, and I thought, to be honest, I didn't even think I was going to get home that night.
That is the whole point. Yeah, but the thing is, I think what we forget is when we first planned it out, we thought it was going to take us 3 days. We'd booked the Monday off work, so we thought it was going to take us all Saturday, all Sunday, and then back on Monday. And it didn't. We did it under 24 hours, which I think is phenomenal. I think that's amazing to be able to travel that distance with no money, no phones, nothing. But I think what it was, because I'd had my early successes, I was then in a positive mood for the rest of it, and then the hardships didn't seem as hard. If that makes sense, because I was close enough to home to think, well, it's not that far away. Whereas you'd had your hardships at the beginning of the race, which then meant you were already really low for the end. If that makes sense. So
to be any lower, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I was
really, really low, and I got that break from that guy from that service, because I got an Uber out. Somebody paid for an Uber. I can't remember who paid for the Uber. If you watch it, if you pay for that Uber, you're a lifesaver. I can't remember your name, but
I can't remember who it was, to be fair.
Paid from Uber to get at Glasgow to a service that's just outside Glasgow on the M, whatever it was, and when we pulled up there were like 4 cars in the car park. That was it. It weren't ready for closing, I think. Closed at 10 o'clock, and I just did like 3 people in the actual service themselves. Yeah. And I just happened to turn around and ask the guy if we were going south, and he said, I had to prove to him I was doing a charity thing. He was actually going to Manchester. I thought, brilliant. So all the way from Glasgow to Manchester in one run, which was...
Well, that's pretty much the same as me, but I got it 5 hours earlier. But yet, you were in Manchester before I was on level with Manchester, which it's just crazy, really.
Yeah.
But that was, for me, that was the best thing about it. It was that overcoming adversity. You didn't give up. You didn't think, oh, well, I'm just going to get on a train and pay for it and go home. you carried on, you worked hard, and you did it. And that's why I think for me, that's better than just going, oh, I can get a lift there, and I can get a lift there, and I'm back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think how you did it just showed people how strong you are. I think you had your moments where you were very, very close to quitting, and I think that also then showed our strength as friends, because even though we were up against each other, I still spent a good 45 minutes on the phone to you, sat in a service station, talking you down, making sure you were all right, and you listened to that and you took in what I was saying and had that strength within you through me to continue. So that, I think that made us stronger as friends as well. So I think it's so many things about that challenge that's why I love it, because it was hard. I think I thrive off things being hard rather than something that's easy. I mean, I know you were. And I've got to remember as well, you're older than me. You're a lot older than me. So you're going to find things slightly harder with, like, I'm used to staying up till stupid o'clock and wandering around and stuff. You're not. So, yeah. Anyway, that was my favourite. What was your favourite?
I think that Denny challenged me. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, because that's a bit in my comfort zone. Plus, it was
still tiring though.
Still tiring. Still a long time. I mean, like I said, we drove all the way up, about 1,100 miles, I think, constantly.
Yeah.
But I had somebody with me, so I felt more comfortable. Like I said, I loved the shooting. Shooting was brilliant. Loved that. But like I said, I think that
definitely.
the one that I enjoyed the most, I'd say the 1,000-mile race, Team Denny.
Yeah.
With a little bit of twist in it as well. We had to do certain challenges, obviously meeting Ken and ending up in London, and obviously you had somebody else to talk to along the way. You could have a laugh and a joke. Yeah, I think I do like challenges like that. That's more my comfort.
I think they're really, really good. I think I would like us to do, and I've always said it, and I think I think too big sometimes. I think that's my problem. But I like to push my shelf. I like to push my shelf. That's why it's always falling off the wall. But I like to push myself that little bit further.
Yeah.
And I like obviously I want to make as big and as because nobody wants to see. Oh, we've got no money. We've got to get back from Grimsby. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that.
No.
I like to push it far, and I'd love to do like a challenge where it's me and you together against other YouTubers doing the similar sort of challenge.
Discussed it, haven't we? How far can we get on 300 quid with flights and to get back? So how many countries can we visit with 300 quid?
I'd like to do it something like a similar sort of thing to the driving, where you could swap over as well, so we could have two drivers and take it in turns, and like race to Monaco. That's in my head. That's the sort of thing that I want to do. You know, a bit like a gumball challenge type thing.
Yeah.
And race to Monaco from here against, say, I don't know, Bucky and Dan and I don't know, Bambino Becky and Callum Markey. Do you know what I mean? Those sorts of things. Just
get loads of YouTubers all together and set off from wherever, like central point. So like, let's go. Set
it up. You've got checkpoints you've got to get to.
Yeah.
You've got to do, say, maybe 2 tasks a day or something like that, where you've got to do something on the way, and then it's the first person to get down to like the south of France or somewhere like that. I think that'd be brilliant.
How many speeding tickets can I get?
Oh, the thing is, now obviously, officially, always pay your speeding tickets abroad. Always do that. But yeah, if it's abroad, you don't get done, do you? Let's be right. I think I've got a speeding ticket in Estonia, in France, in Germany. Where else? I think one more, but I can't think where. I ain't got one in Belgium. But yeah, I've got outstanding tickets all over the world. So yeah, but yeah, it would be brilliant, wouldn't it? It would be really, really good, something like that. And I think being abroad just would make it that more special.
Yeah.
Going somewhere like that.
So if you want to see it, if you want to see that, if you subscribers to any of those channels, get onto them, pester them to death. Let's see what we can get together for something next year.
This is it. But also, it would mean, because I don't think it'd be cheap. It's not going to be a cheap thing to do with that. So we would have to try and maybe get some sort of sponsor. So if you are Raid Shadow Legends and you want to sponsor us, or any of these other sponsors that are out there at the moment, get on to us, matt@findersbeepers.co.uk. Let's make this happen and get some big race going on. That'd be amazing.
Raise some massive money for a charity as well.
You know what? That'd be brilliant as well if we could make it a charity event.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll maybe look at that for 2021 or further into the future. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm just thinking of, you see, what are the challenges we've done already? So we've done the money one, which I won. Which
I would dire at.
What did you end up on? Minus 10 quid or something?
Couldn't even get away.
So yeah, you started on, we both started on 20 quid, didn't we? And what did you finish on? Were it minus tenner?
Something like that, yeah. Couldn't
get away. I ended up on like 240 quid or something, 260 quid.
I can't remember what I bought now. Oh, what did I buy?
Football table.
Football. I didn't even buy that. That's the worst thing. Somebody was giving it away. So I got it, tried to flog it. Couldn't even sell it.
Oh, God.
My grandsons have got it now in their bedroom. Brilliant football table.
Even though I enjoyed it and I'm glad I won, it still weren't my favourite because, I don't know, it... Like the racers, you're racing to go somewhere and it's physical. The shooting, you're shooting at something and it's physical. With the money side of things, it's almost virtual, which, you know what I mean? It's like you get the money, but it's not like you've got to do it is a task, but you know what I mean? It's not the same.
Not as exciting, is it?
Yeah, like I loved the TikTok video, which probably still isn't up because I'm so lazy and I ain't got round to it yet.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's going up soon, if it hasn't already. And that were really fun doing it. But once again, it's all... It wasn't... It's somebody else deciding. And it's potentially luck as well, like somebody putting the right tags on the videos and things like that could affect how well you've done. Not specifically whether your video was better or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that element was good, and I'm not going to tell you who won, but it just doesn't feel the same. I don't know. I think for me it's got to be we start here, you and finish there, or something like down those lines. Like we've talked about doing some sort of athletics challenge, haven't we? And that would be physical races, shot put and all that sort of thing. Well, we're supposed to be doing that this summer, but obviously with everything's going on, it's not quite as easy.
Yeah, we thought about like an athletics challenge on about Tough Mudder, weren't we, at one bit? Doing Tough Mudder.
Although I'm definitely too fat for that at the moment. I would not get around that. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't, to be fair. I wouldn't.
The one that I've got planned, though, that you know about, if that comes off, which it better do now, because I'm mega excited for it, and I know you are.
Better do us as a gallon of petrol going somewhere with a lighted match. That's all I'm going to say. If it don't you dash an old man's hopes. I'm telling you.
If it doesn't, I'll find a way of paying for it, because it needs to happen. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. So we will see. I'll get in touch with the person who has offered their services. I don't mean, it's not like who can shag a prostitute as quicker or anything.
Me, I've won that. Done it. Won it. Before you even start. Yeah.
Right, so that's our questions done again.
Nice.
That's gone quick as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think of anything else. So yeah, merch we've mentioned. Obviously, Andy's apparently got it on his walls. I can't see it, but get some merch purchased. If you do want us to do something like a head-to-head challenge with other YouTubers, tell us who. Who would you like us to go up against? Would it be Dan from Fighters and Bucky? Would it be, I don't know, someone bigger or some of the smaller channels? There's lots of people out there we can go against.
Loads.
But who do you want to see? Comment down below the names of the people and tweet them as well. Put our name in it. If you're not on our Twitter, it's, I think, just at Findersbeepers. Go across, follow us on Twitter, and then anybody you want us to go up against, tweet them and tell them that we're looking at potentially doing it. Yeah. It's not a definite, but it'd be good to get some names and see what we could do. So that's it.
That's it, done.
And I'll let you do the beginning bit so you can do the end now.
That's it. So it's a good night from me. It's a good night from him. Let's keep watching. Hopefully we should be out in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, if nothing major happens with the lockdown, we should be out doing as normal, rampant, raving in weird places. So again, thanks for watching the Findersbeepers podcast, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye.
Be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon for all the latest updates.